Let's fix it. You know what's crazy though? Before, like while we on that subject, I want to point something out. Mike, yeah, he got a point about Floyd. He didn't like the disrespect at that time that he was given to the Grace. The reason that Mike was mad that day when he seen Floyd was because Floyd was recently on TV and they had gave like Floyd the opportunity to show who was his goats, who was his top five, whatever. And Floyd didn't put Ali. He didn't put nobody, but like Roberto Duran and a couple of other fighters that a lot of people wouldn't know about. But Floyd is actually a student of the game. Like the dudes deserve recognition that he gave, but he also kind of disrespected Ali at that time, and he like downplayed the significance of Ali's resume. So I fucking Mike took offense to that shit. You feel me? He's from Nebraska. He's from Nebraska. Yeah. Right. What's up, Luke? What's up, Luke? Welcome to the live. This is gonna be different. We talking some boxing this morning. You know what I mean? We could talk about that, but real quick, let me just do a quick little intro because we are live, y'all. We live on YouTube. We gonna be talking boxing today. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me straighten this out because we do gotta let people know what the hell going on. Yeah, we gonna be talking boxing today. You watch boxing every day? Let me. All right, we gonna see how much you know, Luke. But this live was inspired by my little bro and my cousin. You know, my close cousin. You know what I mean? Had questions about what my opinion was about the upcoming fight between Crawford and Canelo. So today we gonna break down Canelo in particular, and we gonna see if we could determine a little closer about who's actually gonna be the victor in this fight. Uh, but yeah, all right. But back to what we was talking about. For sure, I feel what you're saying, Cam. And it is like my point and what I was trying to point out was yesterday, me actually watching that fight. It's crazy that you pointed that out, Cam, with Mike, because I actually feel like Floyd actually represent our people when it comes to that aspect. For sure. That's why people see him that way. People say, "Oh, Floyd is the GOAT. Floyd," because Floyd represented black folks, you know, like at a time where, and he actually made sure that he didn't let us down. You feel what I'm saying? In aspects where a lot of fighters recently have. Like, so I think that Mike is actually kind of hating. You feel me? Just a little bit, and I love Mike, and I used to side with him in this regard, but bro, actually, you know, yeah, right. And I think Floyd is. I think he is. You know? Right, right. Well, Cam, like, okay, a lot of these fighters, and not to defend every aspect of, because you are right in some aspects, but you got to watch a little bit more of the boxing because it's not on the fighters in that regard. They're not being promoted and shown to the world properly as of late until recently, until Prince Turkey got into the game. Now shit is changing. You're gonna start seeing boxers promoted from a young age. The young fighters from the Olympics and shit like that. They yeah, the Saudis is involved now. You feel me? The Saudis, the rich motherfuckers that own all this oil, they love boxing. You feel what I'm saying? And they are putting a lot of money into the sport. Like the last 3 years, it been a lot of fights that's happened that would never happen. Him, you feel what I'm saying? That would never happen because the promoters wouldn't put the money up, type shit. So shit is changing for the better. You know what I mean? Prince Turkey, he got the bread. You feel me? Him and what do they call him? The actual. You feel me? Turkey is like the prime minister, something like that. And then they got a prince that's putting all the money behind it. So like they just gave, yeah. Nah, it's the Indian dude with the turban and stuff on. Yeah, yeah, bro is always at all the big fights now, and he just paid Crawford and Canelo like reportedly under the wraps. They talking about he paid them both like over $150 million combined. You feel me? At they level, they not making that much money. Canelo never made no over no 100 million. He probably making like 100 million this fight. You see what I'm saying? And Crawford, all these fighters, they're getting more exposure. Boxing is definitely making a comeback, bro. Like right now. You said nobody could beat Prime Mike, Luke. Yeah, you young, cause it's a lot of dudes that definitely could whoop Mike. It's a lot of dudes now. Mike, yeah, he is a goat, but Mike avoided some fighters throughout his career until he had to fight him. He avoided Evander Holyfield until he had to fight him. He avoided Lennox Lewis until he had to fight him. Look them up, young man. You feel what I'm saying? Mike was a fearful dude. Mike didn't want to go into the ring and hurt nobody. Mike wanted to hurt somebody before they hurt him, and he just was good at fighting. You see what I'm saying? But Mike didn't have the mentality of a goat. He just had the physical attributes, and he was a beast. But he didn't have the mentality of a goat. Did he have a mentality of a killer? Yeah, but he didn't have a goat mentality, in my opinion. You feel me? And Mike is a goat, but that's everybody got their place where they can get their own little criticism. In the end, you can judge them. Right, 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 right. How they called the fight, huh? Right, right, right. Hell yeah. Nah, I want to hear. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Let him finish. Right. I mean, That's where the whole race thing comes in. That's when the whole race thing come in. Look, look. It always been boxers like Floyd throughout the entire history of boxing. It always been fighters like Mike throughout the entire history of boxing. They two totally different type of fighters. But I would say that the notion that Mike is a better boxer is controversial. Like as far as no fighter, the better fighter, period. That's controversial, very, because Floyd technically, like, and that's why we're having this live in the first place, right? To you feel what I'm saying? Because we had a conversation as a family and we felt like, hey, look, we need to peel the layers back on this. You see what I'm saying? Because that's why we showing a Floyd fight in part, and then we trying to make comparisons to where Canelo was to where he is now, where what similarities that Crawford has that he can exploit in fighting Canelo that Floyd was able to. You see what I'm saying? After watching this fight, I guarantee you, you will probably feel different. You see what I'm saying? Nah, but you feel what I'm saying, Cam? You probably will feel different because we did have a conversation and we all could, we came about like, okay, that everybody haven't seen different aspects of how Floyd actually boxed. You see what I'm saying? Like we all could learn some shit. But in my opinion, I think that is controversial to say. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That Floyd is not as good of a fighter as Mike, but he's a better boxer. I think that's even controversial. Floyd is legit one of the best fighters I ever seen. You feel what I'm saying, Cam? Yes, yes. You asking me first? Because we got to understand too. Let me just establish this that we all are on a live, but we don't want to like talk over each other too much unless we really are in that time when we in free smoke time. When we do this, free smoke is free smoke. We gonna argue. Hey, oh, that's stupid. What you think? Whatever. But we got to have times where we can actually have a discussion and not talk over each other. But if you asking me, I think that Floyd is a better fighter than Mike. Period. The only thing that I think he's a better fighter. Oh, Canelo or Floyd? Oh yeah, for sure Canelo. You gonna see it right now. You gonna see it right now. Yes. Nah, Canelo just okay. Usually when people use the phrase or terminology like who's the better fighter, that's like basically asking me in a complete package. Like when it come down to break everything, his jab, the five aspects of defense, using speed, timing, footwork, all those type of things. No, no, no. That's fighting. That's fighting. It is. Those are different aspects of fighting. These are the things that make up a fighter. But if you just talking about just stand there with a person, Floyd is still a better fighter in my opinion. You feel me? And Floyd, not my favorite fighter, not even close. But he's one of the goats. And I watching this fight last night, I had to respect it. Like, damn, bro, it's really one of the goats. You feel me? That's how I felt. But go ahead, y'all. Well, we gonna have to watch we gonna have to watch Floyd. You know, nah. You think Muhammad Ali is? Muhammad Ali is definitely one of the goats, Luke. Yep. Right. Right. Anybody here in the chat, if you want to watch the fight, we about to watch the fight in a minute. We can't watch the fight on YouTube. I'm gonna give you guys the link here in the chat to join us on Discord. That's where we watching the fight at. Y'all not gonna be able to watch the fight here on YouTube. But if you want to watch with us, then hit that link there and join my server on Discord. But yeah, continue, Cam. All right. All right. So it looked like it's, two people in here. Don't know who y'all are, but let me know because y'all probably some of the homies from somewhere on the boxing scene on YouTube. A lot of people know me for the boxing, but I'm about to play the fight, y'all. And then I want you to, give me y'all opinions on the fight. But first, I want to pose two questions, like that I was thinking about yesterday. For one, I want to ask y'all if because we did talk about y'all watching it, but y'all didn't. But Cuzzo, you seen this fight probably before. Why did Floyd? Why did Floyd, in your opinion, why did he win this fight? Yeah. Right. 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 Okay. That's Cuzzo opinion on why Canelo lost the fight to Floyd. Cam, I'll ask you after the fight. Now, my second question was, which you guys should both know, who was the A side in this fight, and who's the A side in the who's the A side in this fight, and who's the A side in the fight that's coming up in September. It wasn't Canelo, it was Floyd. Floyd was the A side. You feel me? After Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd was the A side to anybody who he fought the rest of his career. So, with that being said, the reason that that's important is because it's different stipulations in the contract when your ass is the A side or the B side. The person that's the A side in this fight in September is actually Crawford. You can always tell who the A side is in the fight by on the fight card whose name is announced first. Is it Canelo Crawford or is it Crawford Canelo? It's Crawford Canelo. But Canelo by default is the money man. Floyd was the A side and the money man. You feel what I'm saying? That type of shit is important when you looking at a fight and you placing bets, y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's why we talking about it. You feel me? Because they trying to make it to where Crawford got to fight in a smaller ring. They trying to make it to where Crawford can't do certain things. They trying to control the way that he fights his fight. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that question. Right. Now, if y'all can see this, there is. It's a 20 by 20. Well, it's because it. I'll tell you why. It's because Canelo is the money man, right? He's the one who's bringing all the majority of the fans. So he's pandering to Prince Turkey. Oh, can you make a smaller ring? What were you saying? Hold on, because we can't both talk at the same time. All right. There's no league. There is no league in boxing. There is no union in boxing. It's not. People only look at boxing like that when it's a weak ass fight. When it's a fight like this, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the number one sport in the world. And why do I say that? Is because this is the only sport where a nigga could hop in the ring and make motherfucking what LeBron makes in the fucking 2 seasons in 35 minutes. You see what I'm saying? This is the original sport. But it fell off because they stopped making the best fights. You feel what I'm saying? They started protecting niggas. That's not true. The only reason you saying that is because you referring to Floyd and Pacquiao. Right. That happens. Somebody do get dropped. You gotta like learn more about the history of boxing. And that's what we were just talking about, Cam. Like niggas have been protected. You see what I'm saying? Since Floyd. Floyd started this trend of uh least resistance. You see what I'm saying? Most gain. You see what I'm saying? Take the least amount of punishment. And he's not wrong. You know why he's not wrong? Because back in the day before you and I were born, when they made all the best fights and dudes got per se knocked out, how you saying, on a regular every Saturday, niggas went to sleep. That was a different time, and they left all these old fighters with CTE and crippled and all this stuff like they did Mike Tyson, deteriorating as they dying with no money, forgotten about. You feel me? It does, Camp. It does because they didn't. There's no. But at least football niggas getting paid though because it's a union. There's no union in boxing. But there's no union. Right. 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 But at the same, that's but okay, I feel every bit of the way that you feel, Cam. But I also feel like you still in a position where you're learning what's going on because now like these type of problems are being resolved. You feel me with these Saudis getting into the boxing game for sure, bro. Like they got so much money. All the fights that you want to see, the knockouts you want to see, you just haven't been watching boxing closely like the last 3 4 years because we getting all them fights, we getting them knockouts, we getting all that. You feel me at the highest level now. You feel me? We weren't getting them at the highest level, just at like mid to low level, and that's why everybody kind of gravitated to the MMA. Now the MMA dying, and boxing is taking the forefront. You feel me? That's what I see. You feel me? Exactly what you want to happen is happening. Like nigga, you might actually see Tank and like you seen Devin and Ryan. If you seen that fight was entertaining. Why? Because Devin was technically the A side. He was the undisputed champion. Everybody thought he was gonna whoop Ryan, and Ryan didn't have none with that left hook. And what Ryan come out and do? whooped on that nigga. Even though it's controversial win, it was controversial because Ryan was caught on steroids or whatever. But so many people wanted to see Devin lose. You feel what I'm saying? Like people just wanted to see him get humbled because he was so cocky and arrogant. Like, and he got his ass basically. He got dropped like 6 times. I never seen. Yeah, I'd rather see somebody really get whooped. Like Earl Spence got whooped, Devin got whooped sometimes than see a nigga just get knocked out real quick. You know? Yeah. That's why the steroid thing is kind of like because the way that he beats you. Victor Conti. You talking about Victor Conti. Do y'all know about who Victor Conti is? Y'all know what he did? Cam, Caleb, y'all know about what Victor Conti did? Y'all know who he is? I'll tell y'all what he did and who he is. You remember Barry Bonds, Marion Jones, all the track athletes and baseball athletes that got caught on steroids? He was the one dosing them. So that's what he did. But after he did that, I believe he did a stint in prison for it. You feel me? Got out, and now he's like reformed, and he has different products and boxing nutrients and stuff that he gives to the athletes, and he's all supposed to be a part of clean boxing now, but he still has that sullied reputation that he can never get rid of. People think if you're associated with him, you're a cheater. He really on the good foot. Yes, he owns the snack program. If you know what snack is, that Boots and Demetrius Andrade and Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, they're all a part of snack. They're all a part of Victor Conti's shit. They get his products. You feel me? It helps them with recovery and different shit like that. But if you're associated with him, people that hate on the best fighters, you're a cheater. Now, Ryan wasn't associated with him. Devin is. You feel me? But Ryan popped for 0.0000001% of a steroid, but he hit your ass with a left hook 1,000 times in that fight. So I don't care about 0.0001%. No, bro, you got whooped. Right. 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 That was the problem. Like that's the one thing that I could like take away from that fight is that Devin ain't a quitter. That's about it. You see what I'm saying? He ain't gonna quit. He got dog in him, but his chin is still weak as fuck. Like, and he drops his hands. He drops his hands, and I don't know why you drop your hands. And the whole game plan is to stay away from the left hook of Ryan Garcia. And you don't, nigga, I see you dodge one. You see what I'm saying? I ain't see you use one aspect of defense as many times as I seen Devin Haney's boring ass fights that put you straight to sleep. Cambosis 1 and 2, all that shit. Devin came out weak, period. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about no oh, steroid this, steroid that. Devin didn't show up that day, period. And he didn't show up in his last fight against Jose Ramirez either. He ran. And that's why Prince Turkey and everybody else clowned his ass because they paid you all that money to be a part of Fatal Fury, and then nigga, you was out there cat and mouse. Like the prince said. So it's whatever. I wouldn't pay a nigga a dime. I would have wanted my bread back. You see what I'm saying? No. What? What? You didn't what? Oh, I risked my life in there, nigga. You ain't take no punishment. Cause you stay, you feel me, you stayed away. So shit. All right. It's whatever. He would have been sick if it was me. He muted, but he's here. All right, we gonna get this fight going. I hope that Cam is somewhere kind of close. Cause we doing this for Cam. Cause we seen this. All right. Can y'all see my screen? All right, cool. Just a little bit of background on this fight that I learned last night researching this fight. Did y'all know even though was Canelo was only 23 years old in this fight? Everybody knows that, right? But the motherfucker had over 40 something fights already. He had almost as many fights as Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather is coming up from 135 pounds, and Floyd Mayweather is fighting him at a catch weight in which he's never fought. And Canelo is coming into the ring 15 pounds heavier than Floyd. So the correlation to that and Crawford Canelo, they saying that Canelo gonna be too big for Crawford. Well, he was too big for Floyd too. You feel me? Size don't mean shit all the time when fighters get to a certain skill level. Like skills negate size. You see what I'm saying? At a certain point. Floyd always got a legendary cut, man, y'all. Always. Canelo kind of cocky. Look at his man. He like, boy, you fighting this time frame goat right now. He looked like he's not locked in. We in the first round, y'all. We on Discord watching the fight. If y'all want to pop in, see Canelo get utterly destroyed, pull up on us. Kenny Bayless, one of the best referees. Right, right. We grew up watching boxing, family events. If it's a big fight, our uncle always buy the fights. If it's a big enough fight, I go to my uncle's house by myself and pop a few brews and watch the fight. We definitely don't miss the biggest fights, but I don't miss no fights. I watch fights every Saturday. Look at all them people in there. Look at bro's shoulders. He's a big ass dude. But at this point, he was only 152. He like 14 pounds heavier now, 16 pounds heavier. And that walk in, he probably walking in the ring like 190 pounds now, 200 pounds. Come on, skip this bullshit. We don't care about all this. Yeah, for sure, invite him. Invite Jay for sure. If you got Jay and he not too busy. Yeah, if he not busy, if he not working. After this one, we might watch a Crawford fight because I want y'all to see that too. Okay, we're back, y'all. All right, got the fight underway. Again, anybody just pulling up, you trying to watch the fight, click my link and take you to my Discord. That's where we got this fight playing at. So, as y'all can see, Floyd, he ain't taking no steps back. He ain't on the back foot in this round so far. He's stepping to Canelo. Canelo, you know, a lot of feints right now, back and forth, jab to the body by Floyd. Pay attention to Floyd footwork, y'all. Floyd footwork, some of the best I ever seen. He never out of position. He always ready to counter you or to play with you. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Yep. Like Floyd look pretty flat footed right now because he ain't running. He's stepping to this nigga. You feel me? On his back foot. Look, you see how he stand on his back foot, on the toes of his back foot? He ready to shoot that right. You feel me? Yeah. You can see the difference in the speed right now. The speed. Right. You see how he countered this thing over the top with the right? Floyd standing in the pocket at some points. He's fighting him on the inside as you see this fight unfold. He fighting him where he want to fight him too. That's why Canelo not throwing punches. The fight is happening where Floyd wanted to happen. You know. Yeah. Right. Floyd stepped over his own foot right there. You seen that? He fucked up. Floyd not perfect. You feel me? He stepped over his own foot. Mm-hmm. Yep. Floyd with the jab. Floyd's jab, even if he ain't hitting nothing, he still shoot it. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes just as a range finder to keep you at bay. You feel me? Floyd jab is 10 out of 10. Right, 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 right. Look at what his daddy telling him. Jab his ass, jab his ass. You feel me? Floyd always listened to his daddy. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah. So like each in a fight, when y'all watch a fight, how you really like judge a fight, who's winning, each round is his own fight. That was the first round. That was one fight. Floyd definitely won that first round. 100%. He controlled the fight. He controlled ring generalship. He landed more effective punches. He countered Canelo. You see what I'm saying? Canelo was doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is round two. He wasn't. He hit Floyd like twice. Floyd coming out in a different style, giving him a different look. He got the high guard up, and he just circling him. Ads is annoying as hell. Right, right, right. The feints. He came out the high guard. Floyd is looking for looking for him to fuck up. He's trying to put him in a position to where he's gonna fuck up. That's what Floyd is doing, and he's effective at doing it. You feel what I'm saying? He's like, okay, the high guard shit wasn't shit. Now he on the shoulder roll shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like that jab. Yeah, he just shooting a jab at him. Different different heights. Shooting a jab to the body up top. You see what I'm saying? Fame. Right. And watch Floyd on the clinches because Floyd is slick as fuck. He do dirty shit on the clinches that annoys Canelo. You see what I'm saying? And Canelo can't do nothing. Right. The ref ain't letting him do nothing about it either because Floyd is the ace line. So Canelo ain't getting them benefits of the ref being on his side. Fuck no. Countered him on the inside. It's the footwork. You feel me? It's the footwork. He's always in position to throw punches. And he's seen enough sparring and shit like that throughout his life to where like this shit's slow for him. Right. Right. And you know what it is? This moment actually was too big for Canelo. At this point he never fought around all these celebrities. Like probably like 30% of the people in there is big time, big time, big time celebrities in that crowd. You feel me? The lights is brighter and Floyd is used to it and he is not. It's like being in a doghouse. It's like being in the motherfucking doghouse back in the day with Floyd. Like you got all them people in there, and you playing by Floyd's rules, nigga. You not used to that. You might be a great fighter, young fighter, but you might walk in there and get your ass whooped, knocked out back in the day. You feel me? Look at all them people. That's the first thing I seen. So what y'all think? Canelo might not have nerves when he fight in front of 70,000 people in the Raider Stadium. He already nervous about Crawford because he already knows that Crawford is slick. But I'm saying that Crawford, it's a difference. It's a difference. Crawford is like Floyd more and dedicating his life to the sport of boxing. Canelo gets tired because he don't take care of himself between camps. He parties and shit. Crawford does not. You feel me? Right. Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Right. Right. Now Canelo got a lot of advantages. He's supposed to win. That's what makes this fight a great fight. Is because Canelo, I'm muting it just for a second because we talking. Canelo is supposed to win, bro. He is so much bigger. He's so much more powerful. He's supposed to be, close to as skilled as Crawford because everybody know he's not as skilled. But Canelo is 6, 7, and Crawford is 5'8". Crawford is 1 inch taller than him with longer arms too. Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay. Look, I'll tell you why. I can answer that question. Canelo fights at 168, right? Crawford last fought at 154. One fight. He only fought one fight, so his body didn't even really grow into 54, but he was outgrowing 47. But Crawford is a naturally smaller dude. His skeleton and shit is smaller, period. You see what I'm saying? Canelo been fighting at 150, 147 he started at. Been fighting at 154 and above for over 12 years. You see what I'm saying? So Canelo's body is adjusted to the weight. He probably has to come down to make 168. But Canelo walking around, like I said earlier, like 190 on the night of the fight. He's rehydrating. You feel me? You know how they get on the scale and they looking like skeletons. The next night of the fight, they don't look like a skeleton. Canelo is in this fight. He's definitely what they would regard as a weight bully, but we not banging him out like that with the criticism because Crawford called him out. Crawford got the prince behind him and came with all the money. Canelo was like, nah, he too small. Canelo was like, he too small. I'm not gonna get no credit. I don't want to fight him. You feel me? Because Canelo is bigger, more powerful, and he's very skilled. You feel me? He's one of the best pound for pound fighters, which is a big deal. That means that you have all the aspects of what it takes to be one of the best fighters in the world. He got defense, everything. Canelo, one of the slickest fighters, all that shit. He should not lose this fight. This shit's supposed to be impossible for Crawford. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And the reason that I feel like in this fight right here that we're watching, that Floyd was able to school Canelo and really wash him is because he negated Canelo's timing. The same way that Bivol negated his timing. By the fourth round, you guys will see what I'm talking about. There's nothing that Canelo could do. You feel me? And that's what Crawford's specialty is as well. He negates fighters' timing. You guys saw what happened to Earl Spence. You know, these ads annoying as hell. We're gonna be going live on YouTube. We're gonna have to get rid of these ads. I'm sorry, y'all. Like at this point, Canelo, he's throwing so little punches. He's not landing. That's why he's not throwing them, and he's being having to pay every time. Damn near. Floyd's still jabbing him, jabbing in the overhand right, jabbing overhand right again. I think he hit Floyd there, not that time, but Floyd jabbing him at will, too quick. Look at the little bounce in Floyd's step. Anytime Floyd reposition, it's like a little bounce that he got that I think is disrupting Canelo because it would confuse me if I was fighting this nigga. Oh, he countered him as he came in. The left hook. Floyd got like this little na bounce to his step that he used to reset motherfuckers. And then he built everything off that. That jab come and it's like, fuck. Floyd Sr. is a genius because he's telling Floyd, take your time even more. And Floyd is already washing him. But when Floyd lock in, take his time, It gets worse. The best fighters that I always seen, like I don't care if I'm watching something black and white or watching something in real time. The best fighters make adjustments as soon as they trainers tell them to do it. They make that adjustment right then, and then it's usually over when you're dealing with a great fighter. Boy, with that shoulder roll defense, he the only one that I seen really master it in a very long time. Whoa, countered his dumb ass. Mm. See, Floyd got power. Floyd just like got power that concuss you. Floyd got power that like make you realize like, oh shit, like I better not do that again. Yeah, he does have a certain type of power. Look at Diddy standing up. Sit your ass down, boy. The fight is slowing down for Floyd. Canelo's confused. Floyd smiling. Floyd realizing he can't do nothing to him. Back to jabbing his dumb ass. Jab again. Jab again. Jabbed in the left hook. He caught Floyd dumbass twice. Got Floyd looking stupid. Oh, Floyd went to the body and came up with the left hook on his stupid ass. He done pissed Floyd off a little bit. See, here go Floyd doing that dirty shit, leaning on him, got him tied up. You feel me? Low blow from Canelo, warranted. Nigga, I'm gonna punch your ass in your fucking nuts. You get to doing me like that too if the ref can't see it. Good shit, Canelo. One of the most effective things he done the whole fight. Punch Floyd in the nuts because he was in a headlock. Floyd do everything to frustrate you. Floyd is in complete control at this point. The rest of the fight, I believe it's the fourth round. Fourth round is always go time. Hit him with the overhand right. Floyd is like coming with punches right over the top of his shit. And you got to be able to punch between punches sometimes. You feel me? Nice little feint by Floyd. Oh, hit him with the left fucking hook. Doubled that shit up on his dumb ass. Look at Canelo getting that sweat knocked off his fucking shit. Oh, nice little trade. Canelo trying to send it. Canelo wasn't being like he wasn't on no whole shit. You see what I'm saying? Canelo was trying. Nice little uppercut by Canelo. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up just watching Floyd, but you gotta watch. Now Canelo jabbed his stupid ass. Hit him with 2, 3 jabs. He trying to hit Floyd with his own shit. Canelo fucking admired Floyd too fucking much. That's his problem. When he see a great fighter and he know they better than him, he fucking kind of like start admiring too fucking much. That's what I don't like about Canelo. Fight your fucking fight. Floyd fucking piecing his ass up. Mm. Nice little combination to the body by Floyd. Come up top. Floyd on that, you see him leaning on that back foot like that? Floyd thinking either get out the way, make you miss, or hit you with that speed and something you cannot fucking get out. Floyd is slick as fuck. Yeah, he's frustrated. And he's kind of, he not tired, but like judging his breathing, he getting a workout. You feel me? More than he used to. And he can't land no fucking punches. He's expending too much energy, and that's Canelo's weakness. If you could get him to expend too much energy, throw more punches than he normally used to punching. Look at this shit he did. Floyd fucking see that? Floyd defense is too good. I think Crawford says too. But yeah, if you can make Floyd Canelo use too much energy, more than he's used to using, because he likes to throw short a small amount of punches in each round. You got to get this motherfucker to send it on you, but make it to where he can't be effective if you want to beat Canelo. Floyd is countering him between his shit. The jab, using footwork now. He fighting differently in this round. Floyd give people different looks. Slid his shit with the fucking right hook, countering him. Floyd standing in there with him though, in certain spots. See, there go Floyd with that motherfucking headlock again. If y'all ain't seeing that shit, Floyd put him in that headlock. Anytime he feel like he's vulnerable, Floyd is excellent at doing that. And the ref not gonna warn Floyd or nothing. It's Floyd Day side. You good, cuz I just been breaking down the fight the whole time. Floyd, we in the 4th round. Hell yeah. You countering the fuck out of Nello right now. I believe it's the fourth. See, Canelo come with that nasty ass little shoulder. The Mexicans always do this. Why they always get dirty? Because they can't be effective. You feel me? But I will admit, if it's one thing that makes them do that, it's that black fighters are slick enough to be dirty and be slick to where the ref can't see it. He been headlocking Canelo, pushing him down, leaning on him, all that shit the whole fight. You feel me? So Canelo getting frustrated. So at the same time, black fighters is too slick in every aspect when it comes to that shit. They know how to look the ref away. You feel me? Boy, fucking using that jab, doubling up on the jab, fucking just rangefinder on his dumb ass. He's too fast for Canelo. Period. The timing is just off. You feel me? Canelo can't do shit. Right hook by Floyd. Right straight right hand. Floyd winning the engagement coming in and coming out. You feel what I'm saying? He's starting the engagement and finishing it. Oh, look at that defense, stupid ass nigga. You feel me? Overhand right. Overhand right again. Look how elusive Floyd is. Watch this. He just too slick. That bounce reset him. Too elusive. Bro can't touch him. Right. Right. Using too much energy, right? You feel me? You know? But I know why Canelo was doing it. Canelo's like, he's been dirty to me. Like, watch this. Why you feel me? Canelo Floyd is slick. You feel me? Yeah, it does. It does. Right. Right. I even commend Canelo for fucking shoulder bumping him. He just should have been smart enough to do it to where the ref couldn't see. If you smart, nigga, you do all that. You feel me? Right. Right. That's a part of boxing. It's a part of being in a clinch. Sometimes you gotta hit a nigga on the way out the clinch. You feel what I'm saying? Hit them like where they think it's dirty. Sometimes you do that. Protect yourself at all times. Yeah. See, Floyd tried to hook him again, but he circled out of there. That's one of the few times you'll see Canelo circle out of there because Floyd made him circle out of there. You feel me? That was amazing. Over the top, boy. That nigga Floyd so fast too. He's so fast, bro. Oh, that counter, the counter right hand. Canelo jabbing with that nigga though. Canelo trade, he'll jab with Floyd, but not nearly enough. Oh, it's funny that from what Canelo took from this fight is I need to work on my defense. I need to work on my upper body movement. I need to learn how to get out of way of punches like Floyd. He did not work on his footwork. That's what he need to work on. He need to become Oscar De La Hoya with the shit. That's why Oscar De La Hoya is a greater fighter than him because that nigga had footwork and he fought everybody. You feel me? Oh, that uppy. See, he jabbed him, y'all. We gotta rewind that. Jabbed him and up that uppy came right behind it, blind him with that motherfucking jab, nigga, for sure. If my son boxing, he hit a motherfucker with that, I'll be proud. Look how he controlling him. Look how he controlling him. He beating this boy up on the ropes. Canelo is 15 pounds bigger than bro. He not even throwing a punch. He just sitting there getting beat up. Nice. Okay. Now he's trying to fight his way out. Okay. Mm. See that little bouncing and Floyd step? Canelo Floyd dropping his hands on Canelo and shit like that. Like I see Floyd, I'll tell y'all like a comparison I would make to Floyd, right? In regards of his greatness. Because most time you have to be like critical of Floyd instead of like gracious to him when you're giving compliments because the nigga's already cocky enough. But what I will say is when I look at his footwork, I think of Kobe, nigga. He don't waste no steps. He don't waste no steps at all. You feel me? There go y'all boy Diddy out here. That nigga was in that crowd, huh? Floyd, that's another thing. He always get the celebrities. Hey, he was exonerated, real. No, I'm just playing. That's funny. Yeah, but Floyd done showing them different looks. He done showing them his footwork at this point. I seen him fight the last round on the back foot at some points. Now he up enough where he's confident that Canelo can chase him now. You see what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna be able to do shit. Floyd dropping his hands. He making them big ass fucking little laughter like you can't fucking touch me, posturing with his motherfucking mannerisms in his face. Floyd, no. Canelo is green. He not green, but he not experienced either. Even if he was, Canelo could never fuck with Floyd ever. Canelo might not be able to beat Floyd now. Canelo could never fuck with this man. Right. Mm. You can't let him hit you with the 2-1 twice like that. Canelo frustrated, but he trying to get on his ass. He going for the knockout. Smart. But he should have put more pressure on Floyd. And he know that he can knock a motherfucker out on the back foot. He knocked Ricky Hatton out on the back foot. So like you gotta be weary of a nigga like that. That got that type of timing. That's why Canelo didn't want to throw that many punches the first 6 rounds. Now he's sending it. Bro should have did this early. You feel me? Fuck, I might get knocked out. Right. Yeah. That's a mistake. Yeah, that's a mistake. I think. And look, cause I could be terribly wrong. You feel me against Floyd in that time? Like what? Like nigga, you hella wrong. But if it was me and I was fighting Floyd, I would have came out the way that Canelo came out in this round, the first round. I'm on your ass. Fuck it, I'm on your ass. And if I'm gonna get knocked out, I'm gonna get knocked out. You feel me? But he got so utterly embarrassed, cousin. Think about how embarrassed he got. Would you rather have looked like, hey, bro just came out and sent his best. He was in great shape for 6, 7 rounds, and then he couldn't do it, or a nigga just wash you. No, you feel me? Right. I'm trying to be the fucking champ. I'm gonna knock this nigga out like Maidana. That's why he had that type of success. You feel me? Maidana had success because he didn't fight Floyd like a bitch. He's still carrying around bro's tooth on a fucking chain. Yeah, he still got Floyd's fucking tooth. Yes, on a gold chain. He has that shit inside like a little locket on the chain. Still got carrying around bro tooth. Nigga. That's how you know you really one of them niggas. You yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. If I knocked Floyd tooth out and I was a boxer, I probably would carry it everywhere too. Like, bro, I really knocked bro tooth out. What is you talking about? You feel me? I touched him. You feel me? You feel me? Can't come out here and get fucking washed. You feel me? You feel me? And he representing the whole country, nigga. That this Canelo really should have been done after this. He should have never got a big fight after this. But he would. That's how you know. Yeah, that's how you know he was anointed by the the fucking politics of the sport. The you see what I'm saying? The pugilists of the sport. Like they gave him like these fights and shit. Because Canelo should have never got a really, really big fight after this. He should have had to fight his way back up. He just got the Cotto fight. He got, you feel me, all these fights after for nothing. Look at Earl Spence. Earl Spence lost once. He actually deserved a second chance. Nigga, niggas threw Earl Spence away. It would be over with if he already came back and fought somebody. But you only as good as your last fight in boxing. If Crawford get his ass beat by Canelo, niggas gonna call him trash until he fight again and fight somebody good. So that's where Spence is at. Crawford, when Crawford fights you, your ass ain't the same. That's what it is. You not gonna fight. I mean, think of the niggas that he fought. Like he retired, like probably like 5 of the last 6 niggas that he fought, including Madrimov, probably he retiring everybody. Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Earl Spence. He retired all them niggas. Right. He retired all them niggas. You feel me? Think about it. Earl Spence don't get retired. I'm gonna be like that nigga a beast because he came back with it. You feel me? I actually think that Earl Spence is a beast. He just went up against a goat, nigga. I don't even say that, cuzzo, because you know why I don't say that? Because of the Ugas fight, bro. That nigga Earl Spence, bro, when he fought Jordanis Ugas right before Bud, bro, this nigga Earl Spence do some shit that I think is amazing. My nigga. He wasn't look like he was in the best condition or shape, but what I seen from him was like, bro, really is still he's still like, you see what I'm saying? He's a problem. Like, yeah, I was seeing that. Maybe we'll watch that fight breakdown. You feel me? Maybe today, shit, if niggas chilling. Yeah, we gotta watch that. That'll make you feel different. Like, nah, bro, it's really damn. Like, he's why he didn't do that in the Crawford fight. That's what you gonna say. And I'm gonna be like, the timing. Crawford negated his timing immediately. Same way, same thing that Floyd did to Canelo, Crawford did to Earl Spence. Straight up. except the difference is that Crawford got power and he got a mean streak and he want to hurt you. That's the difference. Floyd out here fighting. Floyd out here fighting niggas like, hey, we just trying to make the most money for our families. I want to see you get out here safe, but I'm gonna embarrass you. Floyd not out here trying to hurt niggas. You believe that? You believe that shit, Cuzzo? I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's an excuse from the what's the name the fight where he lost to the nigga and he said that his hand got broke. That was where his hand actually got broke, right? And but everybody said that he lost. So he had to fight bro again. And then he forever, in order to avoid that criticism of not sending it and going for the knockout, bro used that as a way to be like, I got brittle hands. I can't be trying to knock niggas out because Floyd don't want to knock niggas out. His style became to be defensive. That Money Mayweather shit is defensive. You feel me? Defensive and tactically break you down. Make it a stinker fight, like he tells Devin to do. Make it a fuck what the fans want. Make it a stinker. You feel what I'm saying? He's still a GOAT. Right. 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 Because honestly, I feel like Cuzzo, I feel like Floyd, he don't have brittle hands, right? But the nigga don't have no don't. It ain't true that the nigga ain't got power either. If Floyd want to knock you the fuck out, Floyd can knock you the fuck out. The way that he knocked out fucking bro that headbutt him. What's dude name? You know who I'm talking about. What's bro name? He knocked him out so quick because you it's certain fighters, bro. You cross that line, your ass going to bed. But Floyd's style was not to be like, hey, I'm gonna keep knocking niggas out. Nah, when he was at 35 and 40, nigga, but when he started fighting up, he like, I ain't going for no knockout. Nigga, I'm about to box this stupid ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? But Floyd definitely could have been knocking people out. At the end of this fight, you'll see Floyd say that, hey, if I would have turned it up on him a little earlier, I could have got the late round stoppage. He could have knocked Canelo out in his mind. You feel me? I don't not believe the nigga either. I believe him. You feel me? Like Floyd got power. He ain't got no brittle hands. Fuck no. But he did sell that though to people. When you see him punching niggas, you don't think he ain't got no. He like honestly, you don't look at some of these punches and be like, he got brittle hands. Nah, he just fight like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur fight like him. You feel me? The same way. These niggas got power, but they don't lean on their power. They don't step over the line. You feel me? No. They box your ass and box your ass and box your ass. I call them Floyd babies. It ain't nothing wrong with being a Floyd baby either, as long as you don't make it a complete stinker like how Devin does. Cause niggas criticize Shakur, but he don't make stinkers to me. Yes, he's gonna box you. He's gonna get the oohs and ahs. You feel me? But most people don't like that about Floyd. They call that running. You feel me? Right. Right. Well, right. In my opinion, I'm gonna be honest, cousin. That's one of the fights where absolutely I feel like Floyd. fought a stinker fight, and he kind of stayed away from Pacquiao that entire fight. But that don't make him any less of a great fighter. That he's still a great fighter, but that fight was terrible for us as the consumer, as the fans. Like if me and you were in that time, and me and you, like our dads at that time, bought that fucking fight and spent $100 when fights was never even close to 100. You feel me, nigga? We would have been so mad, bro. You feel me, by how Floyd fought? Like, but some black folks look at it like, look at Floyd as so much of a hero. They don't care how much of a stinker he put up as long as he win. Like, no, nigga, I want to see great product too. If I paid for that shit, but I was so young at that time. Cam, if you in here, I remember watching Pacquiao and Floyd at Mark's house because Mark used to watch Floyd's fights. Like I watched Mark his Justin's mom, our stepbrother. You feel me? But yeah, I was watching that shit over there, and I was just a kid, so I was watching it for free. But I can imagine what going back and watching Pacquiao Mayweather as many times as I have. I probably only seen that fight maybe 2-3 times because it's so boring. This fight is not that. You feel me? Not even close. This is exciting Floyd right here. One of my favorites. This one and Cotto, like you said, Ricky Hatton is one of your favorites. Cotto, Mayweather Cotto, probably one of my favorites because it was his return after he had took that little time off from the little situation with, you know, the kid's mom, rest in peace. You feel me? Shit like that. And he came. Yeah, the one that passed away. Yeah, one of them passed away. Like the one that was like his best friend and stuff like that. The boy's mom, the two boys he got, or whatever, I think. Yeah, but she passed away like 5 years ago, bro. That changed Floyd. That's when Floyd really like. You see how Floyd not on the internet and shit no more, like shining jewelry and shit as much like he used to. That shit changed him. He different now. He finally became old a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, for sure changed him. Right, right. That shit fucked bro up. You feel me? That's like shortly before like I think the kid's mom died right before Yaya had the baby with NBA Youngboy. Yeah. Then bro tried to get back. Bro tried to get the little hair implants. You feel me? Bro fought Logan Paul. Hell no, that wasn't his real hair. Hell no, nigga had had hair, full head of hair like he was motherfucking 17, 18 years old, looking 18, bro. And this picture's like, bro, no way Floyd looked this young. And you looking at the hairline, and then when he fought Jake Paul ripped his hat off and he had patches on his head. You don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that? That was right before. That was right before he fought Logan. Jake Paul ripped his hat off, and everybody on the internet seen this motherfucker patches and shit. Then he got the little. Oh shit was funny. I just brought that back to your memory. Yeah, nigga forgot. Hell yeah. That nigga Floyd ain't got no fucking hair, nigga. Hell nah. Hell nah. That nigga been balding and should have left it alone. But I'm telling you, Floyd, these days, he still be dating these young models and shit like that. Floyd be trying to stay young and relevant. Right. 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 That's why he be in so much messy shit. Like that whole circle of niggas. You remember that you remember that Money Bag Yo song? Look at my watch, I got time today. Fuck it, I'm crossing the line today. You remember that song? It was like this nigga Moneybag Yo, you know who he is. He come out with a song because he's messing around with Tank's bitch. And then Floyd, like when he fought Logan Paul, he walked out to Moneybag Yo song. So I think they was all fucking the same female. It was apparently probably this is what I put two and two together, which I'm kind of good at doing sometimes. You feel me? That nigga Tank start fucking with one of them females that he met at the girl collection or some type of shit, and she was one of Floyd old hoes or something. And then she started messing with Moneybag Yo. You feel me? When she started messing with bro, then I think that him and Tank start beefing, but nigga, I'm gonna tell you something about a rapper. A rapper got way more money than most boxers. You feel me? So this, no, yes, in the beginning, especially at the level that Tank was at, only making like $1 million a fight in the beginning. He clown Tank, bro. That's a fact. Right, right. Nah, they are at a certain level. At a certain level, once somebody know who you is, but you got to realize this was Tank before he fought. What's the dude name that he hit with the uppercut and he knocked him out? The dude that came up from 35, the Hispanic kid. What's his name? Yep, snored him. Beautiful. You feel me? Snore, bro. Like look like bro is dead. But before he fought him, Tank did not make over $1 million for a fight. You see what I'm saying? No, Tank, but that was Tank's arrival. That and then when he beat Ryan, like a lot of what these niggas are being projected that they making these boxers, especially the PBC fighters, they not really getting that money. You getting that money when you got them investors like Canelo got and Crawford got, and you see what I'm saying? Usyk and all these dudes. Tank wasn't at that level yet, and Moneybag Yo, he already kind of like attached to niggas at that point. So he clown Tank. He clown Tank. Like Tank was still kind of underground. People Tank people started knowing who Tank was when he beat Ryan. No lie. Everybody knew who he was. Before, yeah, Tank was hella popular to us black folks. Niggas still can't crack 250 pay-per-view buy, 1,000 pay-per-view buys. So he not a big star. And I could tell you why Tank not a big star. Because they've been fabricating Tank's career. So, like a casual fan will think, "Oh, Tank get all knockouts. He's so exciting. That's what we want to see. We want to see Tank. We want to see knockouts. He's the best. Nigga ain't fought Shakur. Nigga ain't fought nobody but Ryan. Ain't fought motherfucking Devin Haney. None of that. That's what'll make Tank a star, nigga, a real star. He fought motherfucking it been so the Pitbull. He made Pitbull. That's the one thing about Pitbull. Pitbull would be a nobody now if he didn't perform well against Tank. He made Pitbull. Legit. That's one, we can't deny that. That's why everybody want to see the second fight. But do Tank want to fight him? If he fight Pitbull again, then now we talking. You feel me? Don't nobody want to see Tank lose. Like seeing him lose to motherfucking bro that he just fought wasn't that exciting. I wanted to see Tank lose to who I want to see him lose to. I want to be right. You feel what I'm saying? Which I want to see. I want to see bro fight Shakur. That's the only one that I really thought before the last fight he had that could beat him. And look, if you really go out there and you duck enough, nigga, you'll eventually run into somebody who you think is a nobody. You feel me? Somebody will come up off you. You know? Yeah, but Floyd boxed the shit out of Canelo in that fight right here, man. And Mike Tyson, in my opinion, again, Cam, if you are here, I don't think that he's a better fighter than Floyd. He's in here. He's in here. He's just muted. He's in here. I see him on the cam. But in my opinion, I just don't think that Floyd is I think that I don't think that Mike is a better fighter because like most of Mike's fights, yeah, no, we are. It is. It is. That's what I'm trying to explain. No, that I'm not saying that you can't have your opinion. I'm just saying that like I don't think that he is. You know? And I could expand on my little criticism of why I feel like Mike's not. You feel me? Most of his fights was over relatively quickly because Mike Tyson landed that big punch. You see what I'm saying? Which is not a knock on him being able to fight. I just have seen Floyd do so many things. You see, just in that fight right there, like I seen him do so much that it's just like, how could I say that Mike is a better fighter than Bro? You see what I'm saying? You know, Mike got punching power. He definitely like put fear in niggas. You feel what I'm saying? He has tremendous amount of skill, goat like skill for sure. But Mike has a lot of weaknesses too. You feel what I'm saying? Like one weakness that we could say that Mike have, Mike, like so many of his fights was over so quickly that we didn't get to see Mike go into deep rounds until he fought niggas like, you feel me? What's the underdog nigga that beat Mike that wasn't never supposed to beat him? What's bro name? The biggest underdog ever. Yeah, he's black. I'm tripping right now because I should know all this stuff. I cannot allow it to be on stream, and I'm not. Yes, the biggest underdog pretty much ever. I'm about to pull it up right now. Don't even trip. Got to, because then I look like I don't know fucking boxing. Buster Douglas. He beat Mike, and like why? Because he went in there. His mom had just passed up, so the story goes. You see what I'm saying? And he trained his ass off. He was motivated. He didn't fear Mike. He took Mike into the eighth round. You see what I'm saying? Most of these dudes, Mike was getting them up out of there fast. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, getting these dudes out of here. You feel me? He fought somebody who actually is gonna stand on business, and bro got on Mike ass. Right. That's what I'm saying. So like if it come down to okay, nigga, we really about to be fighting, throwing punches. 60 punches around. And I ain't scared of your ass. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna use defense to negate your shit. Mike got exposed a couple of times. By Buster Douglas wasn't a great fighter. That's the only reason that I bring him up. Holyfield, them dudes, Lennox Lewis, yeah. But losing to, I'm not even gonna hold the later fights against Mike, like in his later age and shit like that against him. But I do hold that Buster Douglas when lost against him. Losing to Holyfield because I know I studied. He in the media, Mike was like, "Oh yeah, I fight Holyfield," and then the motherfucker shit with the fucking the rape case happened and shit like that, and it deterred the fight. Mike kind of didn't want that fight, bro. You feel me? He did the Earl Spence. Mike Tyson did the Earl Spence. You feel what I'm saying? He avoided my dude. So that's why my whole doing the study on Mike changed the way that I looked at Mike growing up. You feel me? Most of our parents, bro, if they heard us saying that, like dudes that's older dudes in the 90s, they'd be like, oh no, nah, bro, you couldn't talk about Mike. But to be honest with you, bro, them niggas really don't know boxing like that. They just watched Mike fight. They didn't watch boxing really. But if you really, yeah, yeah. If you study, then you kind of you really know what really happened. You feel me? Like Floyd, niggas couldn't tell me nothing about Floyd. Like me watching Floyd, no, you good. But I'm just saying, y'all, nobody could tell me about Floyd, nothing about Floyd growing up. He's the GOAT, greatest I ever seen. Except you bring up Ali in the conversation, and I'm like, yeah, Ali is the GOAT. You feel me? But besides that, growing up, nobody could tell me nothing about Floyd, Mike, nothing like that. But when I did my study, it's different. Of course, it's you feel me? Speculation relative to right, right, right. You know what's crazy about Mike's time though? Yeah. Well, that's the thing that makes boxing great, Cam, though, because we really can see all the fights and it can be proven. In that time, it was legit proven that Mike is not the GOAT because we seen the fights. He fought Lennox Lewis. He fought Evander Holyfield. They all fought each other. Holyfield fought Lennox Lewis, and Lennox Lewis came out on top. So who's the GOAT at that time? To me, a person who's a real pugilist who really studied the sport. Lennox Lewis better than Mike Tyson and Holyfield to me. You feel me? Because I'm a real student of the sport, like studying it. That's how I feel. But most people from that time, I agree with you saying they gon' they could because they don't know, they gonna think that Mike was the GOAT. You feel me? Of that time. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it in general. You feel me? With a GOAT. He's a GOAT. I could tell you why he's a GOAT because he's the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion ever. You feel me? Like he was a multiple time champion. He fought like a lot of the greats. What you mean? He fought the dude. Nah, they definitely they get him real quick nowadays. It's crazy. They get him faster. Shakur's like 26, 27. No, no. Mike did it at like 21 years old. He got the fights. Okay, okay. Look, like Devin Haney was close to breaking Mike's record. He's the closest. I think he was like 22 when he became a champion. You feel me? So it is possible, but it ain't easy to do. Nobody's still done it. You feel me? Mike was a freak. Why not? Why? That's just one of his accomplishments, right? But you know what makes him a goat, bro? You know what makes him a goat? Because he was a multiple time champion and the times that he defended that belt. If you go to his box rec, if you're looking at my share screen right now, like bro defended his belt. You feel me? He became undisputed. Like Mike is a goat. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They've been doing exhibitions since the beginning of boxing. Just gotta do a little more research. Nah, I understand what you saying, Cam, but I'm just saying that like boxers have always fought exhibitions. You see what I'm saying? Against celebrities and shit like that. You just gotta do a little more. It's as you learn. Okay, so if you don't believe that Mike is a GOAT, right? Let's clear this up real quick. If you don't believe Mike Tyson's a GOAT, then there's no way that you could think he's a better fighter than Floyd. No way. You feel me? He's still a GOAT, bro. He's still a GOAT. He can't be great if he's not better than Floyd. Yeah, that means he can't be a GOAT. Right. Right. It makes sense. I just want to let it be known that fighting is one aspect of boxing. It falls in line with boxing. Right. Right. You know, I want you to like one day, like when I'm having these discussions, like with like a Mexican boxing fan, I want you to hear them and hear how much right now you sound like them. Not that I'm mad at you. I'm just saying this is what they try to do. You feel me? To try to like downplay like our greats. You feel me? I'm not mad at you or tripping, nothing. I want you to hear them so you can think it's funny, like, because they make like all kind of like different opinions and shit like that. And it'd be like, nah, that's one part of boxing. Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to give just a little bit of, the game that I have. I think you not watching boxing. That's all. I'm not mad. You just not watching boxing. That's why you feel like that. Like it's niggas getting knocked out every single Saturday. Legit. Niggas dying. Like niggas dying in the ring. Like like niggas, it's not funny, the dying part, but niggas is getting brutally beat like every Saturday, especially more often now. Prince Turkey said he don't want no Tom and Jerry fights. If I'm paying you all this money, I want to see y'all stand there and get down. So like exactly what you're saying ain't happening, actually is happening, Cam. Like, you feel me? We trying to get back to the old school, but at the same time, right. You don't feel like boxing is becoming more popular again? All right. Well, that's your opinion. You don't feel that way. It's fine. I'll tell you some real shit though. If you was having this conversation like right now with me, like in the 80s, you see what I'm saying? There's no way you would ever think that any other sport was bigger than boxing. It just we went through this like in the last 30 years where the biggest fights ain't been happening. So now you feel like MMA is even, yeah, about 30. Well, I got to be able to finish what I'm saying so you can understand where I'm coming from with my opinion. Well, that's because like we had the promoters. Okay, for one, Mike Mike got old and retired, and the mantle was left to be like taken by the next great American fighter, really, because Americans always dominate the sport of boxing, right? I think y'all would agree on that. You feel what I'm saying? We dominated the sport throughout history. So we didn't have that next great champion until Floyd came along. But Floyd changed the game so much to where fighters is trying to protect themselves. They trying to get their bread. They trying to maximize their career instead of getting the brute end of it. You feel what I'm saying? But there need to be a middle ground where you getting your money, we making sure that the fighters get taken care of. That's why we buy the fights. Because it's a prize winner sport. You feel me? Like, you know. So it need to be a middle ground where we get the fights that we want to see. We get the type of matches that we want to see, excitement and all that stuff. And then everybody get paid and can take care of their family, all that type of stuff, entertain the fans. And they need to value the fans more. Like, cause I've been taking the fighter side a whole lot, but on your end, you feel me, as the consumer, these motherfuckers do need to fight more. They do need to learn how to be more outspoken on social media, learn how to use this shit. They do need to promote themselves better. The promoters need to be more hands off because they like ripping the fighters, keeping them confused in the dark, all kind of shit. All that shit needs to be mended, and it's happening with Turkey. You feel me? Right. What up, Wes? I feel that way about like it's everybody feels that way about sports that they're not involved in consuming watching. Like I feel that way about like college football, fucking college basketball. I don't give a fuck about especially and I love basketball, but I don't give a fuck about them young dudes till they get to the league and start proving themselves for real, proving themselves, going deep in the playoffs multiple times, winning rings. I don't care. They're nothing to me. Like not like as a person, but I'm talking about as far as how I view the sport. So like soccer, other sports like that, like I don't give a shit about them either. You feel me? So that's always how people feel like about some anything that they not that's not valuable to them at that time. Like, but I could get into soccer, college football, college baseball, you feel me, whatever, and be like, oh, okay, this dude cold. Okay, these the dudes that's the really the best. Okay, these the rankings, these the best teams. You could geek out with any sport. I think baseball is boring unless I'm there in person. A lot of people feel that way, but we don't watch baseball, do we? You feel me? Baseball is actually a very exciting sport, very engaging. You feel what I'm saying? All that. But if you don't give it that time, if you're not into that, you know what I mean? Of course. But you are actually interested in boxing. You feel me? Like I know my little brother. You just being the motherfucking devil's advocate. You feel me? Which is perfectly fine. But you are interested in boxing because you asked me enough questions. You see what I'm saying? You know about Haney. You know about Shakur. You know they bullshitting. You know Tank really bullshitting. Even though Earl Spence, you seen him get exposed. That shit was exciting to you. I know it was because it was exciting to everybody. You feel me? We seen him get his ass whooped. Period. Uh, but yeah, I get your point of view, and there is a lot of shit that still needs to be corrected. But I do feel like boxing is on the right track. I feel like boxing done surpassed MMA in the last 3 years. MMA is no longer the shit. That's why Joe Rogan getting into boxing right now, or whatever bro's name is, Dana White, whatever. He getting into boxing. Yeah, because MMA trash. That's why I don't like MMA either. all them dudes is like getting old and retiring, and now all the styles ain't mixed martial arts no more. Where one nigga know want to stand up and you feel me, got nice kicks and flying monkey punches. Now niggas going to the ground, they want to wrestle, and I don't like that. Technical, right? I'm just saying, if you a really good stand up fighter, and your kicks is cold, and you doing 360 kicks and kicking a nigga jaw off and shit like that, what is that? What is the other fighter gonna do to you? What are they gonna do? They're gonna take you straight to the ground. You feel what I'm saying? And they gonna deal with you there, and that ain't what I want to see. I want to see two dudes really go at it. You feel me? And one person you say IQ, it would benefit fighters even in boxing to have a wrestling background, because then because then you know how to fucking handle your distribute your weight. Like nigga can't just do whatever they want to do with you. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's important, but I don't like MMA personally. I probably feel about MMA the way that you're projecting that you feel about boxing in a way right now. Like that shit trash. But I won't even watch it unless it's John Jones or somebody. You feel me? But he retired. Right. I like the little Ngannou dude, the big African dude that got knocked out by Fury. I was watching him in the MMA. Even what Israel Adesanya or whatever. Until I watched his first fight and I seen him get whooped. I was like, bro, I'll never watch your shit again. You get whooped on the first time that I see you. You feel me? And niggas was gassing him. You guys know what I'm talking about. Israel Adesanya or whatever. I think bro's hype. But yeah, MMA just like I don't fuck with it. I'm watching this Crawford Molina because it's another fight where he negated bro's timing. And I believe that it's a lot of what's gonna happen to Canelo. A lot of shit that Floyd could do. Crawford like look up to Floyd. But it's bad to look up to a nigga too much. That's how you can't surpass a motherfucker if you look up to him too much. That's how I feel. My theory, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. But if you really like try to model your game after a nigga too much, you ain't never gonna be greater than him. Being compared to him, you gotta be you. You feel me? That's why fucking Kobe never could surpass Jordan. Can't want to be a nigga. You gotta be yourself. Yep. You want me to turn it up? You seen this fight before, cousin? It's one of my favorite little Crawford fights. Hey, yo, I'm about to walk to the little smoke shop real quick. I'll be right back. Y'all run the live. Y'all see little messages on the little shit or something. If you go to my YouTube, I'll post the link right here. Here, it's gonna be this link in the on the left side of the little Discord where you see the little where you see us in there, me, you, and my boy West. You see where it say general that and they got that little chat cloud thing right there. Click that. Or check the networking tab. Check let me see. Hold on. Can I make it text thing? Okay. Well, yeah, where can I post? Yeah, where it say general, you see that little chat cloud on your phone? It says like create invite settings, and it's like a little cloud. I could send it to you in messages too. I could do that. You said what, cousin? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, but you got it, cuzzo. I'll be right back. those stats come out of team. Right. 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 You talking about Aunt Darlene? You talking about Aunt Darlene? Yeah. That's what I thought y'all was talking about. Right. Just a side note, I just want to throw in there, like I like the experiences that y'all had with Aunt Darlene. I didn't have those experiences. That's my family. Yeah, but where we going now, it ain't none of their business. We'll chop it up with y'all later. Thank y'all for checking us out. Anybody that might have been in the chat. Okay.